Hi, this is Jerry. Welcome back to my channel. Have you ever felt frustrated trying to speak Mandarin? Do you feel like no matter how much you practice, native speakers still don't understand you? Maybe you've been learning Chinese for months, even years, and still find pronunciation to be your biggest struggle. Stick around, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly why pronunciation is tough, and most importantly, how you can fix it. So, this is what we'll cover today. We will talk about why pronunciation is so tricky, and the biggest mistakes learners make. Then how to improve your pronunciation effectively, and some specific techniques and exercises to train your mouth and ears. And lastly, tools and resources that will help you perfect your pronunciation. Want to boost your Chinese vocabulary fast? Grab my free resources in the description and master 50 essential Chinese words in a short time. Now, let's start with the big question. Why is Chinese pronunciation so difficult? One of the biggest challenges is that Chinese is a tonal language. That means the pitch of your voice changes the meaning of a word. In English, we use intonation for emotions, not meaning. But in Chinese, the wrong tone can make your sentence completely different or even nonsense. Take the word ma, for example. Depends on the tones, it can mean mother, hemp, horse, or even scold. Another difficulty comes from unfamiliar sounds. Have you ever noticed how zhi, chi, shi sounds different from zi, ci, si, or how xi and qi feels unnatural to pronounce? These are new sounds, and your mouth and tongues aren't used to them. The key is training your tongue to move in different ways. Besides that, small but critical differences are often overlooked. In English, sounds like b and p or d and t don't differ much. But in Chinese, they are completely separate phonemes. Then there is the n and ng distinction, which is often ignored by beginners. These tiny differences can completely change the meaning of words, which is why mastering them is so important. On top of that, your ears might not yet be trained. Many learners struggles not just with speaking, but also with listening. If your ears cannot distinguish the tones or slight pronunciation differences, then you will find it even harder to reproduce them correctly when speaking. So, what can you do to improve? Here's the good news. Pronunciation is a skill, and like any skills, you can train it systematically. Biggest mistakes learners make. A great place to start is by mastering Pinyin first and then tones. The biggest mistake learner makes is trying to speak without first mastering Pinyin and then move on to tones. Practice them in isolation first. Take a simple word like ma and say it in each tone slowly and clearly. Listen to native speakers and mimic them. Apps like Pinyin chart or Anki can help you drill tones with spaced repetition. Another essential step is to train your mouth muscles. Pronunciation is physical. If a sound feels weird, it means your mouth isn't used to make it. Focus on difficult sounds like xi, qi, zhi, and r. Use a mirror to check your tongue position and create the sound if needed. Slow repetition is the key. You also need to develop your listening skills. If you can't hear the differences, you can't say it correctly. Spend time listening to minimal pairs, words that sounds almost identical except for one phoneme or tone. Shadowing exercise, where you repeat after native speakers in real time, are a great way to improve both listening and speaking accuracy. One of the best ways to refine your pronunciation is get feedback from native speakers and actively apply their corrections. It's hard to hear your own mistakes. Work with a teacher and a language partner who can provide real-time feedback and help you adjust your pronunciation. Finally, the most important thing is to stay consistent and patient. Pronunciation takes time and a deliberate effort to improve. It's a long-term process. If you dedicate at least 10 minutes a day to focused pronunciation practice, actively mimicking native speakers and refine your tones, you will see steady improvement. Now, let's talk about some useful tools and resources. You can use Pinyin chart to break down all sounds and tones. Plico and Anki is for flashcards and tone drilling. YouTube shadowing practice with native speakers. IPA chart for Chinese, for understanding tongue placement. So, to sum up, Chinese pronunciation is hard because of tones, unfamiliar sounds, and tiny distinction that matters a lot. But with the right method, practicing tones, training your mouth, developing your ears, getting feedback, and staying consistent, you can master it. Now, I want to hear from you. What part of Chinese pronunciation do you find hardest? Let me know in the comment and I will try to help. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in next video. Bye.